Hey, today we're going to take a look at the Ryobi EZCLEAN 320 PSI 18 volt power cleaner. Model number is RY120350, and you can use up to a 9 amp hour battery in the casing for it to actually close correctly. System comes with everything that you see here. Get your wand, get your 20-foot siphon hose that comes in a bag, which is kind of neat, so you can have for storage. It's easy, quick connect and disconnect. It's actually got a filter on it, so if you're using an open water source, keeps the debris and everything out. Comes with your connection, so you can actually hook it up to your garden hose. Comes with a connection for your 1 to 2 liter bottles. So like your soda bottles, you can clean those out and fill that up for true portability and connect that on. There's your connection. Here's your power button. And right here is your lock. So you got that lock, so you're gonna have to push that over to the side for the trigger to actually work. Get your connection on the top here to connect your wand. Get arrows on this and on the actual wand pieces, so you can put those together. Get your lock in the back to open up. It's actually water sealed, so you can put your battery in. And I'm going to show you that up to a 9 amp hour battery, Ryobi battery, so we'll put that in. Close that up. Put that on the lock. Lock that down and you're set and ready to go. You got turbo, rinse, and a 15-degree. On the top, you'll see you got your arrow there. You can turn that and lock that in for each of your different settings. So just have that set up. Put the unit together. Line up your two arrows. Press your gray button. Snap that together and you get that together. You're going to do the same on the actual unit itself. Press that in. Make sure that's all nice and tight. The only problem is when you have the wand on it, it's not stable. As always, make sure you read the manual and with your warnings and cautions and everything and go through the setup so you make sure that you have everything. So remember when you're using this that you want to actually lay it down on its side if you've got the actual wand connected to it so it doesn't fall over or fall off the shelf. So let's take this out. We're going to use this adapter and we're going to actually hook it to our garden hose and we'll give it a shot. So the first thing is we're going to connect our quick connect to our garden hose. So we're going to screw that on, get that all put together, that on nice and tight. And you want to make sure that you have at least 10 feet of hose, of your garden hose out if you're going to use the garden hose. So we got that connected. Now it's pretty hard to connect, and if it's wobbling, it's not connected correctly. So make sure that you pull back on the gray nozzle until it clicks all the way in. And the way to tell is that there's no gap between here and here. So we have that connected, so let's try it. Take our lock off. So we're going to put it on the 15-degree and we'll try and see how well this works. So there we go. We've showed our 3 settings. So that's 15-degree, turbo, and rinse like a garden hose. Now we're going to put it on turbo and see if we can blast off some of the moss off of my lattice work gate. All right, let's give it a go with the 20-foot siphon tube. On the end here, you actually have your filter, and you have a little ball to keep it floating so it's not hitting the bottom. And it's got a nice little Velcro strap. Nice thing is you won't lose the Velcro because it's actually hooked onto the siphon tube. So let's go ahead and wrap this all out, depending on how deep your water source is. So then you get more hanging out. It's as close to the bottom. We'll undo all the hose. So we get that. Make sure that we don't have any kinks in our hose. Let's try it out and see how much we can get out of it with the 5-gallon bucket. Remember, it takes about a good 10 seconds for the hose to actually fill up. Get a good long run with 5-gallon bucket. So the siphon hose works great. You just got to make sure that you have it in the water at all times. So if you pull the hose more than about 15 feet or so, you have the possibility of pulling it out of the water. One thing I forgot to show you to help keep it from pulling out, there is a little clip here that will hook onto the side of your bucket to hold your hose in place. You can take that, clip that on, but if you pull on it too hard, it's going to come off. So overall, the Ryobi EZCLEAN 320 PSI, the model, the 12350, love the concept. The concept is great. The portability is amazing. Don't think there's enough power for myself around the house, so it's not. I don't think it's worth the amount of money. I think you're going to need to go up to the 121/850, which is a 600 PSI for heavier duty jobs around the house. I think it's great. So in the next video, we'll take a look at the 600 PSI and see how that works compared to the 320 PSI.